What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. I just wanted to chat about a topic I found really interesting over the weekend, which is just how to generally level up your life, when to level up skills, when to maintain, when to kind of grow them, stuff like that. So, hopefully so. First one is regarding joining the crowd, right? So, doing stuff that majority, like 80, 90 to 100% people aren't doing. So, I think there's a common misconception, right? In Web3, people are taught to like, oh, just go against the crowd all the time, fuck the crowd. But actually, the crowd is right majority of the time, right? Maybe pursuing the American dream was really good during the 90s and early 2000s. Perfect time to join. Maybe having some kind of secure financial job while you do something risky like a side business is important. So yeah, I think they're right. However, the caveat is that even though they're right the majority of the time, the times that they aren't right can be devastating if you stay with the crowd too long. So that means cultivating the skill to be able to go against the crowd, do your own thing is super important, right? So sometimes that means, for example, the American dream, right? Maybe right now it might not be so optimal to go all in on the American dream with inflation so high, USD devaluing everything. So maybe getting a job in America, cultivating your skills there, and then bringing your income to Asia where you get like way better living for like a fifth, a tenth of the cost could be more worth it, stuff like that, right? So learning how to go against the crowd. Second, to go with the thought leaders, right? So the top 20% who are at the top of the field, just innovating and leading everything. So the cool part about this is that it's actually easier to be one of these leaders because it doesn't take as much effort as people think to become very good at something, right? So the top like 20%. So that just usually means like 3 months of being very consistent. So consistency is key here, of just like an hour each day for 3 months straight, just leveling up your skills. So it could be AI, could be cultivating skills, could be whatever your niche expert domain is. So the trap with this is that a lot of people, they pursue too many things at once, right? So they do 10 minutes of something, 10 minutes of something else, 10 minutes of something else, just 5, 10 different things. They hop on something, they do it for like 1-2 weeks, then they don't stick to it for like 3 months straight, right? So be consistent, choose one thing every quarter. Like, yeah, I think it could be a fun game, right? January to March, April to June, July through September, October to December. Pick one skill each that you think is most important or will level up further, and just go all in on leveling up on that as the main priority. Then third would be the visionaries, right? So the top 5%. So yeah, I think a lot of too many people came to the rooftop doing the rest here. So next step would be visionary, right? So the top 5% of folks who are, let me go outside, get some views. Yeah, so you get the awesome views, but yeah, top 5%. So these are people who pursue and want to become the best of the best in their craft, right? So traditionally it could be doctors, lawyer, engineer. If you're on the non-traditional path, it could be just being a startup, joining a startup, etc. So the interesting part is that majority of the crowd recommends not really doing this, right? Not really taking it to the extreme. However, I think this could be very useful for, especially if you're starting on ages like 18 to 25 and doing it for at least 10 years, right? So to like 28 to 35. So this usually allows you to get more financial freedom, allows you to set up a great foundation if you want to start a family, allows you to really adapt because your fundamental core skills in your specific domain is very, very solid. So you're able to adapt to any market circumstances, you're able to adapt to what AI brings, anything else that yeah, does that. So I think timing with this is very important, and just being consistent and fully committing to that 10-year, the 10,000 hours to really dominate and level up in that field. Then fourth one would be the generation shifters, right? So the top 1% of people. So I think with this, the tricky part is that people often think these ideas come from just a random idea, just like throwing it out there, right? So maybe sometimes that works, but oftentimes the generating shifting ideas and these really valuable things that grow to be super explosive and very big comes from very just being consistent in the specific field they're in, right? So a key principle is that irritation leads to innovation, right? So let's say, for example, you pick a specific field, working with creators in AI, specifically in Da Nang for travel agencies, right? So then maybe you might notice that on YouTube, they get like auto filtered, so or they get like censored, so they're leaving like thousands of views on the table, which reduces their referral rates. So you just build like an AI bot that just like optimizes the censorship, that tells them, oh, this part of the video got censored, bleep these out, and then you're gonna get like an extra like couple thousand views. So stuff like that, right? Where irritation, which is like, oh, the creators are like, oh damn, my content just keeps getting censored, I'm losing thousands of views. Then, oh, light bulb goes in your head, I'm gonna create an AI app to optimize it for you. Boom, people pay for that, and then brands pay for that so that their creators don't get censored, to optimize their referral links. Since if you can make them an extra like 5-10K a month, you charge them 500, 1,000, that's like no brainer for them, right? So stuff like that, where you're able to take a specific field that's already exponentially growing, could be AI or something, you niche it down, could be your culture, could be specific skills, could be your natural superpowers, your strengths, and then you pay attention on the ground level, or you have other people do it for you, or you send feedback from your clients to innovate upon that to set up the next generation. So hope those 4 classes help. So learning when to go with and against the crowd, learning how to specialize in specific skills or learn them when needed as a thought leader, learning how to be a visionary with the specific right timing, committing to be consistent for a long period in decades, so 10 years. And last one is just to focus on irritation to innovation to really shift the next meta. So hope you found this useful. Hope you crush this weekend.